Hello. Hello. We're live. We're good. We see it on my end. So, quickly get this one out of the way. If you are tuning into this after the live stream's already finished, you might want to skip forward a minute or two until we get into talking about the actual game itself. But right now, we're doing this live on YouTube, so we're just waiting for the chat to come on in. YouTube, thank you for the notification of Watch Steely going live. Good to know they're working.
Yep.
Alice got in first.
I win today! I win!
He's on first on our screens. Okay, well, you're first on your screen then, Hannah. Els, Rita Bix, Fraser and Tam, what's going on? All the early birds in. Fraser's on my predictions already, I like it. Blood Fox. How's it going, people? How is it going? Excited for this one, as always. Big game, big game. Not everyone seems to agree by the team selection, but we'll go over that in a few minutes. Three now with Patterson getting on the score sheet as well. Okay. Big game for Patterson and quite a lot of them today.
Alright.
Hey there, you with the sad face.
We did say that though, like, when me and you have been talking privately, we did say that we think this is just going to be a rest game for a lot of people. So.
Certainly never thought it would be this much.
Oh, not to this point, but.
Thought it would have been a few different, but I've certainly never expected this. It's almost as if there's not been a care in the world about the Europa League. Well, about finishing first in the Europa League. I'm quite surprised about. Because obviously Sunday is realistically at this stage now the more important game, but still, quite surprised. Karen, Lynn, welcome. Worth 900k, 900k and an easier round, which is then worth like $1 million or something when you like win a game at that. It's a lot of money, Stephen, you're right on that, mate. I'm quite surprised about it. So, suppose we will now go over the team. We'll go over it once for now. No doubt someone will come in a little bit and ask us our thoughts about the team again. But McLaughlin and goals, didn't see that one. Patterson, didn't see that one. We'll go over the didn't see, like predicted or didn't predict, and then we'll go over our thoughts about the actual team and a little bit once people win. But
so starting with
McLaughlin, didn't see that coming. Patterson didn't see that coming. No, but you being
no, that one I wouldn't have saw. It's one of those ones. McLaughlin I wouldn't have saw, but I'm not mad about it.
Borna and at left back, fair enough. The midfield three, this I understand. I predicted that midfield three actually of Arfield, Kamara and Zungu. See, I'm not as much. I don't know if surprised is the right word with Hadji, Aribo and Itten. It's just the fact that I'm not surprised at seeing like them individually, but the three of them together is what I'm surprised with.
Yeah.
No Morelos, no Roof, no Kent. I thought it would at least had one of them, the usual front three in. That is massive changes for tonight.
I mean, I think realistically, when you break down that front three as it was, compare them to player, Aribo is the guy that will drive at people, he'll try to take people on, he'll try and run past people. That's the Kent replacement. Itten is the guy that's going to be in the box, he's going to be the guy looking for it, he's going to be the guy, like, he's the Roof replacement. And Hadji's the guy that'll be coming back, fighting for, like, he'll be doing essentially what Alfie's been doing recently. Like, just getting involved in the link-up play a little bit deeper in the pitch. So it's
Itten and Hadji both do a lot of that. It's a bit interesting to see. One thing that'll be further interesting to see is I think this will be when we see Itten played centrally tonight. Because so many times we've seen him out wide.
It's got to be, because who else is playing the centre?
None of them two are going to play centre forward, so it's going to be Itten actually in the middle. This time, no doubt he'll drift wide. Like, the amount of times I've seen him recently, he's always the guy putting the cross into the box, and he's the one that you'd like to be in the box to be receiving the crosses, but hey. Well, Steve, he's given him a chance and you can grab it. Absolutely, there's a lot of players in there. Like Patterson, Zungu, Hadji, I would say them three in specific, it's so big for them because this is they're players that aren't getting first team time and would love to try and prove that they're good enough to be getting first team time. So when it's massive faith in them because like don't get me wrong, the team's changed, but we'll still be expecting to go and win the game. Like Gerard's not like he's not setting up his team to go and draw and like thinking they'll lose. Like they've all went over how they're planning to obviously win this game. I just never seen that many changes. I definitely expected Tav still to be starting. Expected McGregor still to be in there. Expected one of Kent, Ruth Morelos still to be in. A few things.
Yeah. Like for me, obviously I break it down there and I went man for man with that front line, but I think that still is, maybe outside of Patterson, the biggest shock for me that it was a complete overhaul of the front line.
Yeah,
but
possibly.
Yeah.
Like we've
spoken about it before though. We've spoken about it before though. It's good that we're now at the point where like, as much as we're shocked, but that's still a strong team.
It's not a weak team.
That's still a strong team. So it's like, you know, I mean, the fact that we're at that point now where it's that many changes, like, definitely a good thing with it. 5-2, Cameron. 5-2.
Just before we get into near the kickoff and stuff, we'll put this in here again. We're going to be doing a new video because I know you've seen a lot of this being the exact same. Like we are sponsored by OneFootball. We still will be sponsored by OneFootball for the next while, but we'll get a new little promo video. So it's not the exact same one you're seeing every time. But for now, we're going to play a little pre-recorded clip and then we'll be back in a minute to talk more about the football. Today's video is indeed sponsored by OneFootball, which is a totally free football app, and I'm going to go through some of the reasons that it might be beneficial to you. Now, I'll cater to Rangers as that is the majority of my viewers on this channel, but it's not only Rangers you can do this with. There's so many teams, they do so many leagues across the world where you can go in, see so many in-depth statistics, transfers, squad updates, news, everything like that. So for further example, once you click on a team that you're interested in, of course we'll use Rangers here, you can go on, you can scroll through and you've got a lot of different news articles and different updates on Rangers, but you can also go further in depth. You can go through each league and look at the table like the SPL, which is looking pretty good right now. You can go through and see how many crosses we've put in, how many blocks. It's so many stats that you wouldn't necessarily think of, but it'd be cool to know. There's so many notifications that you can set up as well, which will come straight to your phone. For example, if it's a Rangers goal because you're out and about and can't catch the game, or you want to know what the Rangers lineup is, all that stuff is in with the app. And once again, it's totally free. The download link will be the top line in the description.
And we're back.
Lennon in. What a way to come back after the ad there, Fraser. Absolutely right. First Europa game this season, I'm not nervous. What? Oh, I read that wrong. Yeah, I get you. First game. But because two things. Number one, because we've got to the point where we're looking that good that teams like this, we're not going, oh no. We're coming here thinking we should still dominate this game even with the changes. And then number two, it doesn't, like of course it matters. You never want to see it, but it doesn't really matter if we do still somehow slip up in this game and get a loss. But you want to keep the winning streak going. You want to keep the winning mentality going out the squad. You definitely don't want any losses. Like in the worst case, I'd be really peed off to be quite honest if we lose this today. But I'd expect a draw at the very least, but I do still expect to go out there and win this. With the changes, everything considered, I'm going to go with a 2-0 dub today. I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory to us, chat. What we saying?
You know what? Normally, I always try and pick a different score for you. But realistically, like, it's not our strongest front three. It's still a good front three. It's not our strongest. But I can't see anything other than a 2-0 either. So I think for once, I'm actually going to agree with you and go with a 2-0. I normally try to pick something a little bit different, but
I think 2-0 is quite a good prediction. I think we see quite a few people go for that. Cameron with a 3-0. Hannah's 2-0 as well. Lee with a 3-1.
2-0, Eton and Aribo.
Yep.
Fraser's 2-0 as well.
Aye, Kenny.
Aaron's already getting in with the penalty bingo.
I've never heard of that other site, Kenny, mate. Don't know what you're talking about. Right, so I was very happy to see Zungu, Patterson, and Itten starting. Yep, absolutely. Goldson, it's an interesting one that you're saying as well. Just Big Phil not quite ready to be back after the COVID scare, do you call it? But obviously, Carter's still out. They're just getting nowhere near the team, so you've not really got a replacement for the centre back. I'm sure if we had a centre back replacement, Goldson would have been rested for today, like definitely with the others that have been rested, like the Taz Kents that seem to play 90 minutes week in, week out. You've got possibly like a like Leon King or someone like that. You can come in and play your centre back role, but maybe a bit too far of a step up for someone like that tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say,
James, I was giving it up, mate. Keep up right away from me.
Say that again?
I'm saying James in the chat there saying the notifications are poor for YouTube. I'm saying keep up right away from me this time. It's just
came up straight away
you
from
never know
me.
what they're going to get with notifications in social media. Sometimes they're outstanding, sometimes they're 40 minutes late. Sometimes they're 5 hours late if you go by on Twitch. Like I'll be 10 hours into a Twitch stream. I'm on tuning in at 8 hours going, alright mate, you've been live for long? No much mate, just the 8 hours.
Surprised with my 24-hour charity stream, 24th hour. Just got the notification, how long you been live? Dying at the end of it, man, honestly.
83rds. So what we got, what was our angles here? I know, 25th, Jordan with 39th. John, confident with a 4-0 prediction in there.
Who do you think will be at Pens tonight? We Tav out. Ooh.
Shout by. Very interesting point there. I'm looking at it. I'm going to say Hadji tonight will be on them.
Hadji's a good shout for them.
I've seen that there. Maybe we took that one in Braga, didn't he? Which he missed, I believe. Did miss that one. 1-0 away win. But either him or Bonner, possibly. But nah, I think it will be Hadji on the Pens tonight.
Makes sense. Right, we're 2.5 minutes away from kick-off. Penalty bingo then, Reese. Me and you haven't said. The chat have been giving it. What are we saying for it?
I need to stick on my 52.
You're 52, the usual. I'm going to go with 63rd again. Like, I'm always round about the 65th, so I'm going to say 63rd.
And then, Hadji free kicks back at Ibrox, yeah, lovely. We'll just not talk about the big deflection it took at Ibrox, but it still went in. He meant it. We'll just say that he meant it. But like I was saying,
I didn't see a deflection. Don't know what you mean, mate.
We touched on it earlier about the 900k for first. That is 900k for first place. You would have got. I don't quite know what second place is. Presumably it's going to be half that or something, like 300, 400k. So Gerard got asked about the 900k as well, didn't he? In his press conference for those that watched it yesterday, he was like, "It's not really a focus." But at the same time, 900k is not.
It's not money you can turn down either. You know what I mean?
And then if we come first, we're also a seeded team, and then seeded means we avoid. We avoid Man United, Bruges, Shakhtar, and Ajax. Not that I'm saying I don't think we would beat them, but if we come first, the only Champions League teams we can play is Krasnodar, Salzburg, Dynamo Kiev, and Olympiacos. But realistically, see any one of them I fancy. Us on our day, I'm happy to take on any one of those teams.
Why? I mean, obviously, I know
Calvin's probably one of the people that I'm most surprised about today, to be honest. That he's not on the. He's on the bench, Big Calvin.
Yeah, he's on the bench, as far as I'm aware.
And then Roof not even in the squad, so he's totally buzzing.
Minute silence, right?
Playing it, but. Roof not even been on the bench. I hope it's not a knock or anything he's got, and it's just.
I hope it's just rest. Aye.
Presume it is that. But just the fact that he's got Kent still on the bench, but I suppose you need to have some of the more regular first team players on the bench just in case they do, and he's 1-0 down, whatever the case may be. If we come top, Can we face Real Madrid? We cannot face Real Madrid. Real Madrid qualified for the Champions League last night, John. They put on an absolute show last night against Borussia Mönchengladbach. It was meant against boys last night. Madrid do what Madrid always do, clutched up and stayed in the Champions League, so we cannot play Real Madrid this season. Gary McAllister's down as a sub. That is interesting. See, that's why you need to be using one football, David, mate. You need to be using one football. They've not got him.
Been lagging. There's no room between me and the desk. There's like that much room between me and the desk. I don't think you'd have the room for that. Also, we're playing in the white kit tonight because obviously Lech's kit's full blue.
I just said he's sitting on Dallas's knee. What?
That's what I was saying there. I was like, I doubt it. There's not a lot of room between me and the desk.
Though I don't quite think settling is the what like would be you'd be okay with it, content with it, but I certainly don't think even though teams can change, it's not going to be set out to go and draw. Like the team
Great
will be set out
there for Zungu, by the way.
To go and win. That massive game, huge chance for my opinion. Itten's showed some good signs lately. For me, this is massive for Patterson to show that he has a future starting right back spot for us because realistically Poznan are better than everyone else in our league right now, so it's a big step
As
up.
you say that though, bit of a dodgy touch from there, but does well to recover, gets the ball away to Goldson.
I think he meant that. I thought he touched it wide, but he didn't come and do the ball away from him. Zungu likes sitting really deep. He plays very similar positionally to Ryan Jack Zungu here, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Tom, what's going on? The team, a lot of changes. We did discuss it before the whistle, but McLaughlin in goal, Patterson's in for Tav, Goldson's still at the back, Balogun, Borna, Zungu, Arfield, and Kamara, and then up top we've got Aribo, Hadji, and Itten. So, big change for the team we've been seeing recently, but it's still looking very positive. Hadji doing well to hold up the ball in the box there, man.
Long shot. Scuffed to Zungu, showing he's not afraid to shoot. Don't mind that.
Yep.
Hopefully a bit more accurate next time, but don't mind it.
That's a very positive attitude for the team so far, though. Like, we're looking sharp. So it's
3. Yeah, we've got
Hadji on the left and Aribo on the right then? Okay.
Yep. For Aribo cutting in on that left foot.
Yep.
Such a shame as well. See all these Polish stadiums for how good the atmosphere would have been tonight.
Oh no, man.
Not only for us and our fans, but even for the Polish fans. Let's just hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yep. What's the score? 2-0. Well, game's only just kicked off, so still 0-0 then, isn't it? No early goals this game. And both of us have said 2-0, Tom.
Lech Poznan corner. It's bounced for a shot on the edge of the box. He's got a free shot. Good save, McLaughlin. Carried it out, but he done well to recover that. Get that before the.
He looked a little slow getting up to that. I don't know if he just couldn't get his legs under him.
Just after you've dived in it, but.
Just the way he's went down, his legs have went out ahead of him, so he's had to spin round to get him under him to get out to it. Done well to recover it though.
That's not a foul. Goldson got him there.
Yep. Patterson, nice ball out there as well. Great play in the midfield tonight, man.
As
only 4 minutes in, but it's looking very positive. It's not a team that's come here to just hold out and get second, but
we've not touched on this as well for the regulars usually know the score, but if you are new to the stream, we'll be a bit delayed from the majority of you in the chat, so please refrain from posting anything massive about the game until we've reacted to it, like for example a goal, red card, anything like that. So we'll give a little warning now, but then if that happens in the chat we just need to time you out, whatever it is.
Poznan player down,
Sometimes
twisted ankle maybe? Holding his ankle. Oh, yeah, no, that's a sore one.
bad.
That's a.
Nothing tiny, it was just
He's like hyperextended the outside of his ankle. He's went down like on the
major
side
roll.
and rolled it right over, man. Ooh.
Like, the fact that I don't know much about Poznan tonight and their team, like, because I don't know what takes, like, have they made a lot of changes? I don't know if there's any Poznan fans in the chat or anyone that knows Polish football a bit better than me. Have they made, like, major changes for tonight, considering the game literally means nothing for them, like finishing third or fourth? There's no difference for them, so I don't know if they've made a lot of changes or what their plan is for tonight. I'm sure they want to come and get a
No,
win.
with how far he's gone over on that, he's got to have done damage to something there, man. Like, that's not like where it's slightly bent. His foot's went right over.
Yeah. Probably gone off. Probably think it's 10 men for the moment. Hope he's alright in that, but come on, Rangers. Attack. This'll do.
Great pressure for it in there, by the way, man.
That
Called
was
for
really
the ball,
good.
just never got to it, and he's just been absolutely hunting that down. Their boss said they don't care about tonight, they're more concerned with the league. Same attitude as us then, but for them I can understand it a little bit more. They're not going through regardless, so.
Tom, mate, that's questionable pattern, mate. I don't know about that one.
That's
That's what that's
defo a
worse than
dad joke. That's defo a
there,
dad
man.
joke, that one. My kind of patter, in other words. Oh, Zunga yellow carded.
Yellow for Zungo already. He looks
It
absolutely.
was a bit, yeah. I don't want to say reckless, but it didn't exactly look like a nice tackle.
Let me see this replay.
He's just completely.
Didn't mean it. Just slid.
He's went to block the ball as he's going down, and then he's just trapped his leg. It's unlucky, but
You can see why the rest gave a yellow card there, but at the same time, I don't think he should because he's slid. So because he's, like, I don't mean like he's slid in. I mean like he's slid on the grass. So he's not meant to tackle like that.
yeah.
I think if the ref seen that, he would have given the benefit of the doubt there and just gave him a warning. Positive start for us in this game so far, like what I've seen. I feel to have another banger of a game tonight.
Always does recently, that man. Does well there to force him out.
Jump forward. Yes, man. Safe possession and out with the Poznan back line. Nothing much going on. Leave that. Leave that. They've just literally been passing a lot ball in here, literally for like a minute and a half in the defence, not advancing
Feels
one
like
to
it.
like.
Oh, they're in our half, finally. There we go. And straight back to the keeper.
This is definitely a winnable game for us here. We've started well, and I'll probably say that's a bit too early, but they've not started with too much intent. They don't seem to.
Great ball to hit in there, just unlucky, man. Unlucky.
No, need to see that again. I don't know if he had a poor touch there, man. I thought he could have been in.
I think he's tried touching it round, like, away, like, you know what I mean? Try to take it away from the player, but the player's just read it and done well there, but...
What with that booking? It's really not an ideal time for a player that will be putting in a lot of tackles all game to get booked in like the first 5 minutes, man.
It's like 7th minute he got booked.
Rangers Charity Foundation on the talks, meaning betting is not allowed to be advertised in Poland, I presume then?
Yeah, I was going to say that. I noticed that. I was like, is that a European thing or just a Polish thing? But I'm assuming just Polish.
Tends to be most places outside of the UK, mate. Because like most of the time when I see is because I used to happen as well. We used to have the beers and that across the front.
Aye.
They just put nothing on before. Like a lot of games. It might be a European thing, like a Europa League, Champions League, whatever it is. But I'm pretty sure it's just a lot of countries outside of the UK don't let you advertise the beer or gambling whatever on this type of stage. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know with some countries it's because of the timings. Like obviously, you know how you've got like the watersheds where you can't show certain stuff before 9 p.m. Like I know with some countries it's like that. You can only show like gambling adverts and stuff like that after a certain time. But
guys, I realise not much to talk about so far. It's just them holding the ball in very safe possession, not causing us any issue. But Aribo with the ball in the line
down that right channel. Oh, Patterson was the ball there, to be fair, man. Patterson done really well to find that space.
Oh, poor pass to him. Poor pass. Hadji's having a moan. I don't know. Surely Hadji wasn't moaning at Patterson there.
Sikoraf or Skoras. Okay.
It's a bit the same name there, wasn't it?
I know, I was thinking that was like,
One had an S at the end of something like.
I think there was an extra S and a Y in one, maybe. That was it. Careful, Aribo.
I wonder if it's just like a cultural thing. Like, I wonder if they see like Jack on a shirt and think that's like. Because also you've got the language barrier. Because obviously, if you're Polish, like these names aren't any trouble to you at all. But like we're here going. Thankfully, I'm not a professional commentator. I'm going to learn some of these names, man. Benfica 1-0 down.
What?
That is because if Benfica, like the thing is, we're talking about winning and losing this game tonight. All we do is match Benfica's result to top. So if Benfica do lose tonight, then it doesn't matter what we do here. And that would just look a lot nicer. Do you know what I mean?
Oh come on, man! The ball was there miles earlier.
One for us to look good. Two because it's just funny, isn't it? Celtic finishing bottom of the group.
That's a good diagonal ball to find that, and ooh.
Look good finishing top, but then at the same time, it's good for all the English and other leagues, etc., that just call us crap because our leagues are pub league, this, that, the next thing, innit?
I know you were
kind of breathed past the group, beat Benfica, topped Benfica, beat Porto last year.
Alright. I know you were watching Adam do Div Rivals earlier, but were you in when he was talking about wanting to play Man U? Because like all the Man U fans have been saying to him that they'd absolutely walk us.
Yeah, everyone. That's a big conversation now, yeah.
Right.
I'd prefer
I'm sorry.
Arsenal.
Like, I think this is a good team we've got out. Like, a lot of seasons before, we would have been happy to have this team playing, but it's like, as it goes this year, this is kind of like our B team, and I think this team would do well against Man United. Never mind our starting 11.
Yep. Poznan calling that. Oh,
Was
massive
that
chance.
over, or did McLaughlin get the gloves on that?
Should have been. He just headed it over. Should have been 1-0 at Poznan there at the
Benfica
very
back in it
least.
already.
Should have been a shot on target. Absolute sitter from Poznan playing there. Great ball into the box. It's between
Ooh, not far over, by the way.
But it was a sitter. Poznan should have been 1-0 up there. Biggest chance of the game so far.
Yeah, I'm a Man U fan. I think it would be a close game. Oh, I'm not saying anyone like we'd walk over you, but I think it would be a good game. But I think I don't know. In terms of run of form or what you say, I think we'd win now.
Man U, the same as Arsenal, they've got some individuals that are absolutely brilliant. But see, as a team, we are a better team. As a full team, we are better than Man United and Arsenal, and there's no question about it. There's no question about it. You've got boys like Pogba, like some of them, Pogba, Rashford, who are like world-class players. But as an overall team, we are better.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Then Arsenal, you look at like Aubameyang, a few others that are top level, but just as a full squad.
I saw something as well. Arteta's been given like 3 games to try and sort them out, but it's like,
oh, he'll be obviously soon. Absolutely,
right.
He'll be tackling. 15.
That's the thing, though, man. As well, for what I'm seeing for like a lot of Arsenal fans and that on Twitter, they see, like, obviously Arteta manager, like, he has final say in a lot of it, but I don't know if it's other coaches or whatever. But they seem to be, for what I'm seeing, for Arsenal fans, really misusing like Aubameyang and like not playing him where he's strongest. But so, like, for what I'm seeing, it seems like he's kind of similar position to Hadji, where he's not being played where he can actually be effective as much. But I don't know. I don't watch Arsenal play, so I'm just going off what I'm seeing. But
he plays in left wing when he should be at striker. Looking for it, we're done.
All the space there. Love that. Get into the box, son. Get into the box. Good ball. Unlucky.
You challenge that. All right. Cameraman, just okay.
I think the director and the shoot and the.
I think he thought the ball was out, didn't he?
I think the director and the media trucks thought the ball's out, so he's told them to switch off to another angle. Yeah.
I love McLaughlin with the ball at his feet, man.
Aye.
Look at the angles he's given. So good to see.
I was going to say it's not even just where I'm at the ball at his feet. It's his awareness as well. Like, a lot of the time there, like, obviously, Golson, mate. It's one of those ones. I think McGregor there, he'd still have been like in the 6-yard box on his goal line. I don't think he'd have came out to that the same way that McLaughlin does there.
Yeah, we've said it plenty of times. McLaughlin's better at absolutely everything except the most important thing, which is shot stopping.
By no means is McLaughlin a bad shot stopper, though, but
20 minutes, I know I've been comfortable barring one shot, but we're certainly not been as enough of a threat as I would like to see in the first 20 minutes. Poznan keepers had it easy. Nothing really challenging them at all. We had a shot.
Oh, very bad for the Poznan players there. Just gave the ball away very easily.
Speaking of a shot, he's whipped it in. No. What's he gave? Oh, offside?
Nah, apparently Arfield. What you meant to do about that, though, man? Come on.
No. I was about to be shouting for a penalty claim, but I clearly came off of his knee.
I don't think it doesn't look like we don't have goals in this time. It's just
Nah, no look threatening enough going forward yet. We were saying against Standard, first half we certainly went up to our standard. Second half we looked absolutely brilliant because they ended up scoring 5. So we conceded
That
the
was
most.
it, right.
McLaughlin has the better ratio, mate. He's conceded. He's got the most clean sheets, but he's played less games as well. No, not he's got the most clean sheets, but whatever it is, he's got the better record. But he's played a lot less games, so that kind of it's hard to compare them that way. Yeah, blood talk, that's it, mate.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare that type of stat. Commentator touching on it again there. It is just
Well done,
900k odd that we would be getting if we do manage to get this first spot here. But Benfica have equalised, yeah? Or is it one each? I missed that in the chat.
Yeah, they equalised about 10 minutes ago now. Well, just under 10.
Oh, it's a shooting chance. Well blocked. Kamara taking it away. Plays into Aribo, nice counter chance here. We've not got as much as a counter. Haji, you can't be offside there, man.
That was it, and it was off, mate.
Anyway. That was Itten, sorry.
It's Haji that made the pass.
Standing looking across the line there is really poor. But the pass is... No, he just about keeps it in there, doesn't he? Come on. But we had you this season. I think he's playing alright, he's just not playing his absolute best.
Son, what's going on?
So it's only a couple of games ago that he was top assister for our team for the full season. I think Tav's only just recently took that spot off him, so it's weird. He's just so adventurous that he gives the ball away a lot. We spoke about this quite a bit, but he's still producing moments that are really good, but he's not been consistent enough throughout the game. I think the way to
he's been one of those players that's it's moments of magic, but outside of those moments, you're not getting what you'd expect from him.
Fresh stop for a head knock for Poznan player.
What's the plan? We're just forcing them to use all their subs in the first half?
What's he holding his head for there?
I think he might have just hit his head off the ground on the way down, but...
Was it just a drop ball? I can certainly see Poznan head dropping big time here.
Mm-hmm.
They're not playing with too much intensity here. They're just playing pure safe possession. It doesn't seem too bothered to like go out there and score quickly. I was happy playing this way than out, but I really think if we score one in this first half, I can see us win this by quite a bit.
Yeah.
But we're actually going to need to start looking a lot better going forward to actually get that goal. Because we ain't been threatening at all. Our midfield and defence has been alright, but
That front three hasn't really been
it ain't
looking
clicked
as
yet.
dangerous as our.
Because again, like individually, they're actually good, but how often have you seen that front three play together? This is probably the first time that front three have played together this season, I would say.
Yep. Because Aribo was out at the start when Hadji was getting game time, and then Hadji's not been getting game time when Aribo has, and Itten's always been out on that right when we've had like Roof or Alfie. So
Yep, McLaughlin's ball, easy. Safe possession still. Calling on the edge here. Hadji looking for space here. Bonner with a crossing chance. Bonner's got another chance at this cross. Kamara.
oh,
Good chance to cut this back. Out for a corner to Rangers.
William, what's going on? You've missed the first half hour. How's it going?
Quite a stalemate to be honest.
Stale.
Mate.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stale game. We've not looked too dangerous going forward, but at the same time, Poznan just don't even look like they want to be here, to be honest with you. So,
In saying that, they have had the best slash only chance of the game,
yeah.
which we could have scored.
Typically good chances for these corners. Do we get another one? Nope.
Camille, Great Britain belongs to the Celts. You better not tell them that, mate, because they hate Great Britain. You better not tell them that.
Well, that was poor. That was very poor.
We're going to manage to cut out this counter. Counter 3-on-4 here. Talking about McLaughlin should claim that.
McLaughlin, yep.
Mate, absolutely agree with the Kamara. He's our best midfielder, man, in that central area.
Oh, that's
so
poor
good.
there, man.
And better and better.
Zungu done well to recover that, though. Fair play to him.
I think we'd be doing very, very well to keep a hold of Kamara next summer.
Aye.
I think he'll be our most sought after player.
And apparently Newcastle and
Newcastle
and who was it? Newcastle and Tottenham? No, it wasn't Tottenham. Who was it that's been interested in Tav recently? Apparently,
everyone. Arsenal, Spurs, everyone.
It might have been Tottenham then that I saw in the article. The article I saw it was Newcastle and Tottenham that were seriously interested.
Oh! I don't know if the defender got a good block in that. He was just enough, almost felt hitting in the box there to have a shot. And you think, let's see in this replay, it's bounced back to him. Oh, the defender's
done well to just get that. Don't get me wrong, I'd like to keep Kamara. I'd love to keep him, but
Poor pass, man.
done
Well
well to
done.
get
That was
back. That's
Hadji,
another
but he came
Poznan
back
player down.
put the ball back there, didn't he?
Look at the space down low, though, man.
This game has literally been at a standstill pace. Like, literally right now, Goldson's standing still with the ball. No Poznan pressure, no movement from their team. It's just such a... If you're a neutral watching this game, you are bored. Like, you are bored. You've turned it off over with the way this first half an hour has been. You're definitely turned it off. A lot of safe possession.
Guys, you know the deal. I've just had to ban about 4 of yous there. Come on now.
I've not looked, so if it's spoiled for you, I'm not looking. I don't know what's happening. All I'm seeing right now is Lech Poznan with a goal kick, so I'm not looking. But as Dallas has said, everyone will be banned. That is take anything in before we have a reaction to it. It's spoiled for him, it's no spoiled for me. I'm not looking. That noise took him on. Oh, it's
And there you go. What a goal, though, man. Oh!
What a goal
Mate,
that is!
it's one of those ones, even knowing about
mate,
it, what a goal, man. What a goal.
I thought he was going to ping it across the box. He's actually used that disguise run well. Cut out. Oh, brilliant. He's whipped it outside, smashed it. Top net, near post. Brilliant goal for the big man. Good to see him getting on the score sheet. Good to see, man. I think the defender was caught in two minds. But the keeper was a very slack pass that gave the ball. Oh, it was a poor back pass. Hitton was in. It's Hadji at the far post. He's used that run to disguise it, and he's what a goal that is. Lovely finish, man. Then goal. Like what we're saying, I can look at the chat again.
You can look at chat now. You're safe now, mate.
Who's out? Who's been Rafael Theodoro? I've got no idea who that is, so they can. It's difficult because you need to try and remember who's been in here a lot because you can time people out if they're spoiling it, if they're new. But then if it's people that have been in here like quite a while, you know what I mean?
No, someone came in like 10 minutes ago trying to troll and was saying 1-0 and like I removed them. So, but like it's one of those ones. Everyone that's saying it, apart from maybe one, has been in here before. So.
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing like with like you say that it's like nothing personal to those in the chat like getting timed out, whatever. But we can only ask. It just totally ruins it for us because, like you say, we will be behind. So it would just ruin the reaction for us if we know. Like for example, yeah, it's just kind of ruined it for Dallas because he's seen it and I never, luckily.
Lucky for you, I never said what it was because that could have been anything: red card, goal, penalty. You know what I mean? But
this is very a bit ideal if someone could see the chat and it was like before. You see, for example, if like just saying that, but like if Hannah could like see the chat and then it came to our chat. Do you know what I mean? Like if hers was like ahead, so that you could like people that were ahead. I don't even know if that
like
is
the option to put a delay in your chat kind of thing. Yeah, I get that.
Unfortunately,
no, it's not a thing. Unfortunately, but.
They like get a bold and right, do not. I'm sexual, but then at the same time, mate, you know, some people on the internet, if I had like a no spoilers or something on screen, like people would just try to spoil it just because you've got that on screen, mate. So, come here, mate. You're talking a lot of the nonsense in the chat, so if you keep talking your nonsense, you'll be banned, mate. I'll give you a final warning, mate. You're on the yellow card and a half. Oh, he's well done. Well, kept that in. Oh, Okay.
Nah, it was offside. That's unlucky. To be fair, Patterson done well there, but
So I'm trying. Apologies if I missed anything on that for the chat, but I'm just trying not to look through it that minute or so until I seen something big happen in this screen.
right.
If there,
Steely
if there was any,
Warranties. Bye
if
bye.
there was any questions or whatever, then you can ask them again if I've not asked them, if I never answered them even. What did they say that last time? Something stupid again.
Just being an idiot. Oh, right. I'm just insider for the game, Stephen. Just insider.
That's brilliant. Itton's big man's playing absolutely brilliant. Tell you, by the way, you'll be putting big pressure on Alfie. Like your front three right now is Kent, Morelos, Roof, well, and Gerard Rice. I know some people might vary from that, but very clearly Gerard thinks it's the strongest three is Alfie, Roof, and Kent. And that goal, this performance so far, he keeps us up for the rest of this. He's going to be giving Gerard major headaches. Lech on the counter, done well, get back in quickly. Arfield, no
Get
way,
out of
man.
there, man. He won the ball.
I thought he won the ball fine. He's up quickly now that he's won the free kick, but free kick and headed pop now for Poznan.
Callum in the group chat there. Glenn Kamara's Maradona reincarnated. Oh, actually, to be fair, he didn't. Fair enough. All right. Ref caught that better than us, right?
That's a dangerous chance here.
Oh, aye.
Good
chance for a set piece here. It's alright though, they've not got a Haji, a Borna, or a Tav. We're fine.
Patterson and Borna, decently sized wall.
I'm glad to see Itten getting a goal.
Wasn't for a big man, by the way.
It's like you were saying though, man, it does put even more pressure on Alfie. He's getting games week in, week out. Itten just came on for one in Europe. And he's
Alfie's a position. Hold on.
Good block for the wall there.
Patterson, I believe, blocked that.
Yep.
Well done. Good covers like that. Yep, well done.
Sorry, you were saying there about the Alfie thing?
Because a lot of people mixed opinions with Alfie. For me, like I've said it, he's still playing good. Like I know a lot of people just think a striker is just goals, as much as I think he still needs it. See, like it's different. See, when you watch a game once, you see, watch it back twice, and you just look at an Alfredo Morelos highlight reel. See the amount of work he does, the off the ball runs, he drags defenders away, he causes like literally the thing that you can compare it to the most is Bobby Firmino for Liverpool. Doesn't get the most, like that's what he's been playing like recently. It's just not. But I understand some people's opinions. As a striker should score goals, but Gerard's also happy with him, picking him week in, week out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He still brings to the team is mad. But at the same time, if Itten can do that and score goals, a big decision.
I mean, this is the thing. I'm not saying Alfie's been playing bad, not by any stretch of the imagination, has he? But when you're the striker that's
fantastic either, but he's certainly not been bad.
Yeah, but like when you're playing that central striker, when you're in, like when your job is to be, like when you're played in that position where you're in the box, like he's got to be at least getting a, like I'm not saying 3 goals a game, but like he needs to be at least getting 1 or 2 every now and again. You know what I mean? On top of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Especially for the position he's being played in now, you know.
Go on, big man. Impress it, man. That was a very, very good goal. For those that aren't able to actually watch the game tonight, I know I've described it, but you really should find the highlights after this game and get Itten's goal watched. It was a beautiful goal, man. Sold the defender a peach and keeper had no chance. You usually get a lot more opposition in the European. Yeah, David's saying it's 1-1.
As it stands, Benfica's still one each there, guys, for those of you that were asking. So
David didn't spoil our game. He was just saying that's the other score. Poznan player with Poznan with a deep free kick here. I try and whip it the box. We're holding a really high line for it. John, believes you're talking about a young Colombian striker. No heard much about him outside of the recent rumours, but depending on the price, if it's cheap enough, like everyone looks good in YouTube highlights, but it seems like he should be alright. I don't know, mate. I've not got too much of an opinion on it. Presuming that's you're talking about the 18-year-old Colombian striker. Okay, I said as well. Kenny's a player, just needs the new mark. New mark Haley, the 10?
Itten.
You mean Itten?
Said it for a while. I think his autocorrect's done him and he's put it 10. I think he's just meant Itten.
I get you. Well noticed. Boss, if he's like Mark Haley, then that's big praise. Something like that. Possibly William. Enough, probably a good way to. I feel like it's probably Firmino for Liverpool. It's really the role that he plays lately.
And this is the thing, though. This isn't me trying to. Oh, what a ball, by the way, for hitting there.
Chance, come on, Hadji.
Hadji, come on, lad.
Still got a chance, though. He's put it wide. Oh.
See, that's Hadji's issue there, man. He's not got that breakaway pace.
I feel like that was a big bit of confidence there as well. Lovely knock on by Itten. Outstanding knock on. He just couldn't get the ball in front of him. He wasn't good enough. The dribbling, the shot was put wide. Poor man.
I think that maybe a deflection there. It looked like it came off the player's eye. It was.
Basket of ball. Sorry, mate. I think you asked that a few times there, but we were ranting about other stuff. I think it's half to totally. Hold on, I'll tell you if this call now. Half field, maybe a long shooting chance. Needs to do something. Well done.
Good ball right there.
Good ball in. Cleared. Yeah, like I said, I think it's harsh to just throw Bonner at the team, but whenever Bassey is available and needs to play instead of Bonner, like, I'm not talking about it at all. I feel like Bassey's still doing a fantastic job for us, only getting better and better. But I think it's a bit too harsh, a bit too early to talk about Bassey replacing Bonner on the team. Mate, that guy looks old. Is that? Did you see him there, mate? He looks about 50.
No, I was looking at the chat. I just kind of flicked and saw it as it was cutting off. But
skeleton, skinny, tight face with grey hair, mate. What?
Oh, so he looks like he's the kind of guy that just sleeps rough in the streets of Glasgow, then, aye? That kind of look.
Speaking of Bonner, free kick chance to whip into the box here, too far out. He'll be shooting, and that's a good cross. Defended well. That was a tough pass for Hadji to see there. Patterson put a bit too much expectation on Hadji there with that pass.
Time for Aribo to work his magic here.
Is that a left foot shot for there? Oh, I thought he could have.
He does well. He offloaded it to Kamara there.
Can talk a bit more about like rumours and stuff like that at half time if you want, lads. Them type of Gilmore's, etc.
Oh, good tackle there though for the Poznan defence.
Hadji's been. I don't want to be too harsh, maybe he's not been great, Curry. He's not been great. Really squandered a good chance that Itten made for him. The rest of it is he's gave a few balls away, but he's tracked back. Oh, speaking of giving balls away, that was very nearly a very bad pass from Balogun that set Poznan in, but Goldson's
It was all Goldson could do there to literally just smash it and try and get it away, you know what I mean? My phone's absolutely freaking out. It started playing audio out of nowhere.
There's a guy on a bike. I can definitely cross the road now.
Terrified.
State of Mind. Is the State of Mind podcast the one where the guys talking about Rangers and Celtic working together to stop 10 in a row? Was that today, Curry? Honestly, man. I didn't think that was a foul. Fingers gave away enough foul there, but it was definitely. I wouldn't even say a foul, never mind worthy for a second yellow card. The two people that I think I've seen the least of this whole half is our two wide players in Hadji and Aribo. Man, that's a good year. Yeah, you've got that point as well, Matt. Definitely. See how he plays at the Euros, and that's usually the type of stage that thrives on, man. These European games, big expectation games, playing against good players. That's when you tend to see the best out of them. It tends to be the case for a lot of good players.
There we go.
Yep. Half time, 1-1 the Benfica score, and 1-0 the Rangers score. So everything's going absolutely perfect for us right now. So Benfica would need to score the second half, and Poznan would need to. Well, I was going to say score 2, but it's just a matching result it needs to be.
Who do you sell to balance the books, as the board have said one of our star players have to be sold? I mean, we've said this many a time. We think the big ones that will go are like your Kamaras, your Borna, your Alfie.
The three people that will be sought after the most is next summer. I'm not necessarily saying I think they're our best players, whatever, right? But just from what other European teams like, etc., is going to be Borna, Kamara, and Morelos. They're going to be three teams that other European teams really come after.
A couple of English teams, I reckon, will come for Tav and Goldson, but
I would very much like to keep Kamara. Like, he's one that I would not like to sell no matter what. I think we can replace Morelos. I think we can replace Borna Barisic, but I don't think we've got anyone that is a great replacement for Kamara in this team. He offers slightly different to what we've got. He's the one that I would miss the most out of all them three. But if you're talking about it, Dave King recently said, if you go over a full squad, you're, 200 million? I actually think he's underselling it. I think he's underselling it. Because think, who in our team is worth at least 20 right now? Borna, Tav, Kamara, Kent, Morelos.
That's 100 mil there.
You've got so many people that are worth at least 20. Well, I suppose maybe 200 is probably just about on the ballpark. Because we speak of this as well, but you say, 20 million for someone like Borna, but then if Borna was playing in England, it'd go for 40. It's just...
Yep.
I suppose it depends on where they're getting sold to, etc. I think it was yesterday, but if I might be today. Aye, Curry, that's the thing I was laughing at, man. I seen a clip of that today. Mental, mate. Absolutely mental. I woke up in my panic and I thought, this is actually a real person that said this, chat, by the way, in case you haven't seen it. Like an actual real live person said this. Must be about 50 or something, right? But I'm not joking. I know it sounds like I'm joking here, but he actually said this live in a podcast. He woke up in a panic, right? Woke up in a panic, and he's thinking, I've had a thought. If Celtic win 10 in a row, the fans won't care about 11, so they won't renew their season tickets, right? Now, I know we're off to a laughing start, right, but that's just the start of it. And if Celtic also win, then Rangers will go bust, This is what he also said. So, he thinks as a win-win situation, Rangers and Celtic are working together so that Rangers win the league. Therefore, Rangers won't go bust, and therefore Celtic can sell season tickets next year. And this is what he said he woke up in a panic thinking about, and he's totally convinced. He said it with a straight face, he wasn't joking, he talked about it for a while, genuine, serious. That was his thought.
It's mad.
Oh.
It's mad. Cameron, I've seen that tweet. That was a good one.
Before me, I mentioned about when the place Morelos. I just say he didn't really get. Possibly, John. Possibly the type of what we could go for. Bringing in a Colombian, hungry striker.
Every time I see that Lech chance back there, man, like, how's he put that over the bar?
Could have been 1-0 up, definitely. Yep. A wee wipe or something there, Hannah. Yeah. Please. I don't even know how this is. Oh, it's no spilled, it's like dribbled.
To be fair, I think if he puts it low enough to get it on target, though, I think McLaughlin's getting it, but...
Shoot the board! Thank you.
But aye. So anyway.
I'm going to say the starting 11. It's paying off, Kenny, yeah. We're getting the job done, so no thanks to a certain big well, I say no thanks, that's not the right word, but thanks to big Cedric Itten, because I think the rest of the front three aren't doing too terrific, my opinion. The midfield defence is doing alright. But
Aribo's runs have been alright, to be fair. But
Aribo and then Hadji especially in the second half. We've got another podcast. It's awesome, innit? Like, I used to see the amount of comments I used to get all last season in my YouTube videos and everything. But it's funny how they've all stopped now, you know, like.
Nah.
You think possibly with Calvin at centre half, to replace Goldson.
Let me just check something right now, actually. Hold on.
I'll say quickly as well before we talk more about what to expect from the second half. Again, we are sponsored by OneFootball for this stream and for future videos we've got coming up. We're going to play another little pre-recorded video and then we'll be back to talk more about what we're expecting in the second half in a minute. Today's video is indeed sponsored by OneFootball, which is a totally free football app, and I'm going to go through some of the reasons that might be beneficial to you. Now, I'll cater to Rangers as that is the majority of my viewers on this channel, but it's not only Rangers you can do this with. There's so many teams, they do so many leagues across the world where you can go in, see so many in-depth statistics, transfers, squad updates, news, everything like that. So for further example, once you click on a team that you're interested in, of course we'll use Rangers here, you can go on, you can scroll through and you've got a lot of different news articles and different updates on Rangers, but you can also go further in depth. You can go through each league and look at the table like the SPL, which is looking pretty good right now. You can go through and see how many crosses we've put in, how many blocks. It's so many stats that you wouldn't necessarily think of, but it'd be cool to know. There's so many notifications that you can set up as well, which will come straight to your phone. For example, if it's a Rangers goal because you're out and about and can't catch the game, or you want to know what the Rangers lineup is. All that stuff is in with the app, and once again, it's totally free. The download link will be the top line in the description.
Oh man, so guys, we've had a lot of talk about transfers and rumours and everything. We've had a lot of talk about certain ridiculous theories and conspiracies, but man, what are we thinking? I'm still going with 2-0 end score for this, man. 1-0. Aye. Hold on. There you go, you're unmuted. I was sorting something out, so I didn't get the chance to unmute you right as you sat down.
Human.
I was sorting something, alright? Jesus!
Human.
You know what? I'm just leaving you muted the rest of the stream then.
Still safe on. Possibly, John. Well, gates could open in the second half. Depends on the team.
I'll be right back.
Well, guys, finished. Good score so far. Yeah, we're doing all right. We can doing all right, mate. Certainly played nowhere near our best, but getting the job done. Hopefully, some type of standard Liège performance where the first half we weren't exceptional, second half we came out and could have scored 5. Hopefully, put on a show like that in the second half. I really, really hope Hadji gets a goal today. Unfortunately, the thing is, I just can't see it with how he's playing, but I really hope he does. Big Gittins man of the match so far. I think he will be man of the match, and he's given Gerrard all sorts of headaches. But listen to Rangers rate. I sometimes do listen to. I won't be tuning in right after this because I'll probably do reaction videos and stuff, mate. But I do sometimes listen to Rangers radio. Yeah. You can. Oh, I can, mate. No worries. Okay. What did Billy say? When's fans getting in? Hopefully, I actually seen. I didn't know who I wanted to win this fight. You know, I seen Neil Doncaster having like a wee pop at SNP, and I'm going, oh, I'm stuck. Did I want to win in that fight? But for once, I'm actually backing Neil Doncaster because he's sending evidence going, why aren't fans allowed back in yet? Here's all the proof, blah, blah, blah. And the government are still going, nah, mate. But hopefully it's sooner rather than later. And to be honest with how things are going, the vaccine's rolling now, the way everything else is happening, the English games, I am feeling positive that we will have a full house before the end of the season, you know. Not saying like January, February, but maybe like April, possibly. Talking about full houses at Ibrox. Maybe that's wishful thinking. Maybe we'll still be with no fans next Christmas, or than knowing the government probably. But here's hoping we can get back for like April or something. A few games at the end of the season. You imagine, chat. We are still points ahead. Looks like we're going to be winning the league. We're still doing well in all the competitions. A full house. Just imagine the atmosphere, man. Possibly Malky. Like he can't win at times because sometimes he wants to try and take players on, which I get. But at the same time, Kent was like that a lot. Seeing like when he was first at us, how many times did you see him lose the ball when he was driving at people and losing the ball? And a lot of people had the same type of opinion that they did about Hadji now, and then look how good Kent is now. I'm not saying like they do play different because Kent's probably better as a winger, Hadji's better inside, but I don't want to totally write Hadji off yet, but he certainly needs to pick up his overall form, yeah. All my fans getting back into the stadiums, but travelling. Possibly Bloodfox, but people do that anyway. People are like, there's no worse. It's no worse everyone going to Tesco doing your shopping or going Christmas shopping compared to getting on a bus to go to an away game. Do you know what I mean? I don't think away fans will be allowed. I don't know how they work it. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's no way. I think I brought up my dinner. Aye, super scoreboard, some laugh. When like League of Season flying up, my head Ibrox for the biggest party Glasgow's ever seen. Yeah, I think there'll be a certain party or two. Party or two? Wow. Party or two. COVID or no COVID. Who knows who we will get the next Europa League game after draw Monday. What are you saying, chat? Do we fancy a little Europa League? Like, usually I always do a video on my channel for Europa League reactions, but I could just do a live stream, to be honest. Like, I could literally just make it a live stream and talk about, have thoughts for the chat as well, about who we could play, who we want to avoid, etc. as the teams are rolling out. I think that could be something that we actually do. Well, let me know your thoughts on that. If you'd like to see a live stream rather than just a video reaction. I have tickets for Wembley next summer. For the Euros. This game. Could be some good games. That's what I'm saying. So we could just chat about some other games as well. So possibly, what are you saying, Dal? We're talking about that just briefly there because I usually always do a reaction video for the draws. But I'm saying we could probably just do a live stream. Like a few people are saying they would be up for that, a live stream reaction, because then we're not only talking about other games, we could talk about other games, just predict some other games as well while we're in there having a watch for it all. Cameron,
When's the draw again?
Monday, probably like 12 midday.
I think I should be fine for that.
Around lunchtime, won't it? Yeah, presume so, Daniel. Presume so on a Monday. Cameron, we won't do any Scotland games, no. We will not be doing any Scotland watch-alongs. Your live stream a bit. Or I could do. Well, it seems it's quite a positive reaction here to people in the chat saying they would like a live stream, so we'll probably do that. I probably will just do that on Monday.
Yeah.
What was the booking and bring it up? Like, I don't think the rest noticed the slip on that. That's what it is. Like, if he didn't slip, then it's definitely a booking, but I think because he slipped, he definitely didn't mean it, but I think the rest just not noticed the slip.
Didn't look like there was any ill intention in it. He's just kind of wanted to block the ball and.
And half start. Yeah, teams are just setting up for us, just about to be kicked off. 2 Poznan subs. You want to say their names as they come on, mate?
Kravitz and Kravitz and Modere. 2 of the simplest ones on the team sheet I could have got, to be fair.
No replacing.
Oh, come on, don't ask me that, mate. Don't ask me that. Come on now.
No Rangers subs anyway for the second half. Alright, he's great. Kiba.
No, Barry, it's, I'm getting ready to go down to my mum's for Christmas and that, and I don't know when I'm going down yet. So.
Well, that'll definitely be the 23rd of December, I would say, mate, when it's legal.
Yeah. I live in my own, mate. Extended bubble.
Extended bubble 400 mile away. Same thing.
No, they're only like 280 now. Now that she's moved house.
Aim on. I'm interested to see if the score stays like this in the second half, what we're going to expect.
I don't know. I think we will get another. I think we're going to score again second half, but I think for me it's more interesting to see. Is it going to be the same kind of slow pace as the first half? Not so much can we score again, because we're more than capable of it, but.
And surprise, surprise, Molek's possession.
I've just realised I've also restarted the timer. Whoops.
Alec Gray bigging up the hitting performance in the first half. I think there'll be a lot of people the same. Well, by getting the same again in this half.
I'll take a knit and double. Who was it that said at the start of the stream they thought it would be hitting in a revolt to score?
I don't know, mate.
I'm just asking in case they're still in chat, but
we're certainly slowing the game down as well in this half.
No, I've just got the standard game up on my one football now, just so I can keep an eye on that. But
A great. Oh, I thought that was a good ball. Well done, McLaughlin. Good position.
looked very comfortable with that, right?
The part was a mistake there that let them hit that cross.
So far as it stands, on one football at least, Hadji's got player of the match for the fan vote.
What?
I'm not joking, mate. I don't know if you can see my camera, but look at best player.
There was quite a few Romanians that use one football, I'd presume. This is better. Moving the ball quick.
Yeah.
Oh, Leo will be licking their lips, got it.
Fantastic Zungu, mate.
Going for a big switch. Not quite. Well done, Kamara.
Oh,
Great.
Kamara, man. Send a Rebo. Oh.
Haribo wins the corner. Nice.
Yep.
Oh,
Must be for
mate.
FIFA. It's certainly not. No, mate. I thought that's why I made a point of it. I was like, nah, there's no way. But apparently, one football users think Hadji's been player of the match so far.
Corner.
Now 11 votes behind Hadji. Well, I'm gonna go make that 10. He was 13 votes when I just pulled it up there.
Whip in. Oh, it was a crossing chance. After the crossing. Oh, good possession now. Haribo. Oh, well defended.
Good touch with Patterson there. Nice wee body Hadji. Oh.
Barry. Oh dear.
What?
This Barry's just saying.
Oh, right.
Nah, Hadji was off that actually.
Yep. Weird to see Tav not starting. Definitely. That is definitely weird to see Tav not on the pitch.
Oh, can we bring it down? Well done, Haribo. Brilliant. Hadji shooting chance. Oh, not ideal. It's good. Good to see it on target. It was a quite good.
He's just tried side footing that, man. I'd have loved to have just seen him rattle his laces through that, but. Yeah, the commentator's saying there last time Hadji scored was end of August against Hamilton, but
We've still got our high press.
yeah.
Certainly ain't happy with the 1-0.
I don't like how that Lech player's just kind of drifting away
Sad
for goals
face.
and slowly into the gap between him and Patterson. Like that's the one thing I'm noticing about Patterson. Obviously, I know we play like our left back and right back fly up the wings and that, but he doesn't seem to be wanting to come over and cover when like Goldson's getting dragged across.
That's on the back here. Find ball in that. Need to find the out ball. The out ball was a punt to Hadji. Unlucky. Okay.
Offside
But he was
there,
off.
yeah.
Yeah. Decision referee. Or the linesman even. See this chance that we spoke about earlier, Hadji. Difficult. That's a difficult chance.
It's
That.
difficult. Seeing it through that angle, yeah.
Doing good advancing in front of Kamara. Someone needs to pull it forward.
Borna's giving them that option down the left. Back to Kamara. Hadji's giving Borna an option. Love to see. Whips it into. Oh, man.
Unlucky. That was one of those crosses that you think is almost too good. It was Hadji. He whipped it
It
in.
looked a little bit low for it as well, and had to like really drop down.
I thought it was literally directly onto his head, so we couldn't like come onto it or like jump or anything. It was literally just to let it bounce off him, basically. Oh no, lads. 2nd of January can't come quick enough. I think will you still be down there for a second, or will you be back up?
I don't know at this point, mate. I think as it stands, my plan's to come up. Let me pull my calendar up here. I think as it stands, my plan's to come back up on the 27th, I believe.
Poznan free kick right in the edge of the box. Zunga has gave the foul away. I think the rest just given a warning to him. I don't know. Zunga might be off here. Don't.
You can't do anything about that, man.
A handball. He's not going to give a second yellow for that. It wasn't deliberate, but it was definitely a handball.
Yeah.
I think if I'd got more game time, we'd get more from him. He's talented and quick. Well, I agree with everything you've said there, except the quick part, because I don't think he's quick. I think he's quite slow. But I definitely do think he is talented, but it's just so tough. Like, where do you give him the game time? Like, who do you take out? Arthur's been playing a lot better than him. You can't take out one in front for you. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's difficult. It's difficult to find a position to actually bring him in because the guys in front of him are playing so well.
Yeah, I reckon Gerrard will give Kent and Alfie 30 minutes to try and turn the script.
I doubt it, mate. I don't. As long as we're winning, I don't see Kent or Morelos getting any game time. Say you tries to make it one each or something, then possibly. See one of them. Come on, good save, McLaughlin. You kick fired it very well wide as well, right into the
just
corner
out
flag.
For the corner.
Unlucky. Poznan corner. Balogun first to it. Hadji again.
Gets it out to the edge of the box.
Easy
Easy collection there.
Long range volley turned to nothing from Madea.
Daniel, mate, that's the thing. I can't disagree with him. Outside of the few moments of magic for Hadji, like, I don't think he's... It's not his ability. It's that I don't think he's consistent enough to be a Rangers player at this point. Like, he's just not shown it this season. I think talent-wise, like, the roof on his talent's, like, so high, but it's just his consistency that's the issue, man.
Consistency is definitely an issue for me, but I totally disagree with Dallas and Cumberland about the. Don't think he's good enough for Rangers. I think he will become good enough.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whether he can become, but I'm like that's what I'm saying. At the current point, I don't think he's consistent enough.
I said that about Kent. Everyone was screaming to get Kent out of the team. when the period where he's just giving the ball away, low in confidence, everything. And now, arguably, he's our most valuable player. Which I get the opinion because he's definitely not in the best of form, but I think he can come good. But like we're saying, it's just when he gets time because the guys in front of him are a lot better as it stands. Like you're not picking Hadji over Roof. You're not picking him over Morel's place essentially. So you're not picking him over Roof. You're not picking him over Kent. You're not picking him over Aribo right now. You're not picking him over Arfield. Right now on form, you're not picking him over Itten. So where are you getting him in?
That's the thing though, man. It's like there's so many more players I trust in front of Hadji than like in an important game, but
oh, David with a big update. Benfica 2-1 down.
Ooh. Both of yous are offside. What are you doing, man?
Miles off, man. I don't know why he even played the ball. Like, two of them were way off, but I don't know why he played the ball. It was so obvious how far they were offside, man. Look, Kamara. Oh man, what is he? Oh, I suppose Hadji wasn't that far off when I looked at it that way, actually. It was just Itten that was miles off.
Possession's pretty close, 52-48 in Poznan's favour. But then again, that's because they've spent half of the game passing it around their back line, so...
That mate, the boy needs time, just like Kent. It's like, I get that, maybe it's just the part of the path when you come to Rangers, mate. Like, every fan's got the right to their opinion or you're not playing good enough. Well, like, it's just what happens when you play the most successful team in the world. You've got to come in and hit the ground running or the fans will let you know about it. It's just the way it is. Part of the parcel with playing with massive clubs.
I mean, that's the thing. At no point am I sitting here saying Hadji's not a good player than now. Like, all I've said is I just don't think he's consistent enough to be a Rangers player than now. But, like you said, same argument made against Kent.
Itten, brilliant hold up
Fantastic
again.
hold up play. Oh, he does well to find the pass there as well, man. Well in, man. Barisic to Zungu, yep. That's the ball. Zungu, good ball to Hadji.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Tell you, there's not many teams that I would be absolutely terrified of in the Europa League. I know I mentioned that before, but we'll talk about it more. We will. I'll get a live stream sorted for the
draw on Monday.
Draw. I don't know how that one works. See, because that's the way it is live on YouTube, etc. I don't know if we can. I'll look into it, but I think we can have that on screen while reacting.
You can.
I think we can put that small on screen with, like, not the audio. I don't know. Can we put the audio? I don't know. Me and Dallas will have a look into that.
Aye.
What we can do for the watch along for the.
I mean, that's the thing. Even if you wanted to like just use this setup that we've got now, you could still definitely have the audio on it, but.
Changes. There's a few in the chat saying about changes now. Do we? I suppose like the changes is if Poznan score one, how do we react? Because you definitely don't want to lose the game, even though it looks like we'll be fine because Benfica don't look like they're going to win at this stage. They could, of course, come back with a squad of their talent, but you don't want them to give them the chance to come back into this game. So I wouldn't quite say Kent or Morelos. So I'd give Well, especially Kent, I would definitely keep him on the bench. Deserves his rest. I don't know. I don't know who I would like to see him.
Poznan about to use their last 2 subs.
But I just said Champions League draw. So the Champions League draws on earlier.
Midday.
And we are midday.
So
Exactly.
12 o'clock for us. Right, that's
we'll go bang on midday. So what we'll do, chat.
I'll let you know then, mate. I might not be awake.
For people that are interested in the midday one, we'll go like you know how long it takes to go through all the talk and spiel and blah blah blah. So we can predict. For people in the chat, but a little bit different than normal stuff. We can predict some Champions League, react to ours, etc. How's Zinger's played? Zinger's been alright, mate.
Got unlucky with the yellow, but other than that, he's been
alright. He's not been. It's one of those games. It's not a pure high tempo, really intense. Like it's also a lot more a test than the Falkirk game, but it's not really had that type of feel to it. It's almost had a friendly feel to this game because both teams know there's not the most on stake for each, especially in the Poznan side of things. But
apparently one of those Poznan players that are coming off's one of the 2 that they brought on at half time. Oh no, it's that guy that came on for the injured guy at the start. So, you know the guy that got injured at the start of the game?
Yeah.
It was the guys with the same name. The guy that came on at the start is just been subbed off. Doesn't even get the full game after he's been subbed on. Unlucky, mate.
And
fantastic hold up play for it, and again, man, love to see it. Honestly, man, I swear it's been a Rebo that's been drifting central a lot tonight.
Wide, yes. Well done. Good job keeping the ball, Hadji. Tav coming on as this chat? We're nowhere near that. We're still.
I think it'll just be here. Aye.
In the
Aye,
game.
there you go.
We're just seeing Tav coming on now, yeah. Interesting. Interesting that actually. I don't quite understand that, to be honest. They're just thinking we're going to keep this game solid. But I don't know, because I don't quite understand that.
Patterson, he's had 1 or 2 Benfica's back to a draw now. Patterson's not had a bad... he's had 1 or 2 mistakes, but he's not had game time in how long, you know what I mean?
YouTube.
Gerard thinks we're due a pen. Maybe that's why Tav's on, aye.
I think I could pitch a big Cedric Itten after this game because he's definitely man of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Gap challenge. We're done. Zungu picked up the loose ball. Oh, good ball over to.
Yeah. Oh, little bit of a slack pass there, but he does well to win it back. Yep. I think he's just caught Tav a little bit off guard there with that, but Tav doing well in the
Always
corner,
good.
just shielding.
Tav was actually good there. Tav should have got that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think he's just caught Tav off guard. Like, Tav's just looked a little flat-footed. I don't know why you're complaining, mate. You went down basically on your own.
Pace is slowing down in the game, man. Poznan aren't really.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, I'd like to see Gavin come on for Goldson. I'd be totally fine with that. Give Big Goldson a rest, man. Deserves it.
No, Cameron Benfica is 2-2 because I've got it up on One Football.
I just can't quite understand the tab for Patterson sub.
I don't get it. Never a foul there, man. Never a foul, ref. Don't know what you mean. Never a foul.
Nah, just a bit pulls the shirt off. I'm never a foul.
Wasn't a foul, mate. Wasn't a foul.
Dangerous free kick chance for Poznan this.
Straight
Well
to
done.
block
Safe
him.
hand. One man. Going for a quick counter. He's defended against.
Nobody really in the position for it. Everyone just kind of crowded out there. So this is what we like to see for Balogun, man, just driving up the pitch.
Love it. Brilliant for Balogun. Continues the run down the left wing. Oh, he probably could have got it back, but in keeps it all well again. Brilliant. What a player! He needs to start against Dundee United at the weekend, man. I've seen enough. I have seen enough. Big man is very harsh done by if he's not starting at the weekend after this performance. Man in the match by a mile.
Yep, can't argue that.
Legia vs Rangers. Yeah, I don't think Legia would want to match Rangers, would you?
Fantastic play here. Hadji's probably the option. Oh, no, too late now. Oh, if Hadji got a foot onto that there, that was actually a really, really good run there for Barisic.
Pretty sure Legia would absolutely want to avoid Rangers at all costs because we beat Legia when we were playing nowhere near as good as we are now. I think on paper now, realistically, I would love to play Legia also. I think that would be quite easy for us now.
I mean, he did send a message after correcting it, saying he meant Lech, but... Tyler, I don't think they're spoiling that one. I think Daniel was answering what he thought was the question of Legia versus Rangers. What would it be?
You tell him. Get into Daniel. Daniel wasn't saying about our score, lads. He was just saying about a potential game against Legia also.
Shocking, Daniel. Ban yourself.
Oh!
Although... Daniel, the spoiler, mate! Come on! Daniel! Daniel!
Spoiler, mate!
Nah, Daniel, you're getting banned, mate. Get him out, Reese. Reese, get him out.
What? But on a real note, though, lovely looking header for Connor Goldson. I don't know who's actually getting the goal. Like, I think was it Zunga who came in at the end and put it really headed it in the net. Is that in? See, I don't know. It might be Hadji's goal. I think it might be Hadji's goal. You know, you see it from this angle. Great header for Goldson over the keeper, no chance, off the bar, down.
It's on the line. It's not went in. It's Hadji's goal.
It's Hadji's goal. Hadji has his goal right on the goal line. It's definitely Hadji. Absolutely Hadji's goal.
Itten was there to put it in the back of the net regardless anyway, so...
Time where we're at in the game there.
Fair play to
Time was
Hadji. That was that. Let me check One Football and I'll tell you the time they've got on it.
Daniel. Oh, it's funny.
I can't believe that, Daniel, with the spoilers. That's shocking.
Daniel's getting dogs abuse of everyone in the chat. Oh, that was funny. Another 1 million in the bank. Think how many Glen Kamals we could buy with that. Wow. Think we would. You think we're going to win the game from this rate? Wasn't that Hadji's got that goal?
Oh.
Come on. Watch him. He was playing excellent last 15, 20 minutes now. Watch him.
I'd love him to, don't get me wrong, I'd love him to.
I don't even know if
There
Hadji
to get the ball to Kamara, actually.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because I think some of the players make actually think it's goals in the goal. Aribo! Like, you know, where the floodgates are opening, chat, it's happening. But 200 viewers, we appreciate everyone being in here. See if we can get ourselves past that 55 like mark. You know what?
Jesus. Curry, oh no. Oh no.
Corner.
Cameron, don't think you're getting away with that deleting your message. I saw the spelling mistakes. I saw it. I'm calling you out on it.
Yep. Well done, Tav. Takes control of the situation, puts it back to the keeper. Restart the attack.
Oh, correct. Nah, mate. Dope, we always just have Rangers on the left side. It's just the way we just do it for the graphics.
We should probably swap that. But, no doing it now, but we'll do that for future streams when Rangers are away.
Do I have to?
That's confusing. Well, it's not confusing, but a lot of people would think Rangers are home, seeing them on the left. So Benfica are 2 each, is that right then? As it stands?
As it stood last time I checked it, yes. Yeah, 76 minute, 2 each, Benfica game. Oh, Hadji, mate!
Oh, Hadji nearly scores a
There's
screamer.
the confidence coming back.
Oh, it's the confidence coming back. There's the confidence coming back. Hadji, lovely body feint to get away from his defender. What a shot into the far post. He's going for those that are... Oh, he's went for a smash into the far post. Keeper with a great save there.
Very unlucky, man. Very unlucky.
Oh,
Barker and Kent coming on. Zungu off.
Thanks, Anna. I saved the other one. The one that was in this.
So that'll be Aribo dropping back.
I didn't know what one to use from them. Thanks.
And Hadji off. Yep, Hadji off.
Oh, mate! Oh, you've just brought... Oh, I'd like to see Hadji kept on there, man. Hadji looks something... Oh, RFC coming on, mate. He knows what he's talking about. Some player hit him, mate, isn't he? What a player. I'm some really,
I don't
really...
know what, I don't get why we've made that sub at 2-0. I really don't.
Barker I'd get, but I don't need Kent to come on.
I'd get taking Zungu off because he's on a yellow and then moving Aribo back, but like Hadji coming off for Kent, I don't quite get.
Nah, I don't like. Had you coming off the man, that's a good chance.
Nah.
He had a good shot as well thereafter. That was a real chance. Done make like a good 15 minutes, man, and get the confidence truly back.
The only thing I can think of, because obviously it's, I mean, take Barker out of the equation, but like Tav and Kent, that's arguably our like two most key players right now. I think you could argue. So I don't know if it's just to give them a bit of game time ahead of the weekend to like kind of keep their match awareness up, maybe, but I don't know.
Oh, chance for Poznan.
Crowded out.
Well crowded out. We're all lovely defending. I read all Bally and Goldson all over him.
Tell you what, fair play to him though. Like there was a smart idea to find the pass there, but just unfortunately his teammate had just drifted offside. So love that. After the Hadji goal, Hadji's votes go up on OneFootball by 100. He's now 100 ahead of Eton.
Man of the match, mate. Aye, Hadji's been brilliant.
Don't get me wrong, like the Hadji had a very, I'll say subpar first half. Didn't really do anything outstanding in the second, apart from his goal and that shot right before he came off. Like, but I just don't see how you can put him ahead of Eton in terms of how people have played this game.
Yeah, well, I know Dundee United had 7 infected, didn't they? Or at least 7 for their team. How are they looking with the COVID situation? I've not heard anything else back about that. All I was saying last week was potential forfeits, but I don't know. Don't know how that's looking. Yeah, this is sorting your sleeping schedule at Dallas, or these 12 o'clock kickoffs coming up.
We'll
Well,
see. We'll
That's
see.
you. That's going to be you. 12 o'clock on Sunday, 12 o'clock on Monday.
Oh, the 12 o'clock.
Arfield.
The 12 o'clock kickoff at the weekend, mate. I rolled out of bed about 5 minutes before I had to join the Discord, so.
It comes off.
I don't
Standing
get this
ovation
move either.
for Alfie. I'm all good. Alfie trying to get him a goal now against a team where we're starting to create a lot of chances. Big
Bassey on
Calvin's
as well. Who did he come on for?
Presume that'll
I'd
be
love to
goals.
see I'd love to have seen Goldson come off and get a rest. No, for Balogun? Okay.
What?
Again, mate, it's just that Goldson, the golden boy, you know what I mean?
Bassey and Moore for Eton and Balogun, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Why are you taking off Balogun? I don't know. Yeah, we're played so good, chat. We've got to find something to moan about, you know? We're moaning about it. They don't make sense.
They don't make sense.
Genuinely, but why did you take off Balogun? It should be Goldson coming off for a rest. Oh, whatever.
Unless Golson's got some like superhuman level of fitness where he just instantly recovers after games, you know what I mean? But the guy, even at that, the guy's more than earned a break. It's not even about his fitness. I'd say he's earned a break.
Crossing chance, Tav. Always took the player on. Lovely. Barker just let it hit off his head, the big numpty. What is that? What was that? I don't even know what he's trying to do there. I think the player's actually in this type of moment, possibly Stephen, yeah. In this type of thing, I would say they actually would. 2-0, games won, no fans. Yeah.
See, Daniel, I was thinking that. I was about to say, I was thinking Tabs gave him a haircut, but no a lot to cut with that hairline. But
Fuck your face, Steely. Don't know where you're getting that to, mate. Been on for 2 minutes, I've called him an umpty. I've not called anyone that. Even Hadji's poor standard of a game before his goal. I'm interested to go see what other people have said on social media, by the way, like, about Hadji. Because for me, he was really poor before he's tapping on the line. I mean, he's wonder goal. I mean,
would have been saying that if his next shot had went in, mate. I tell you that. Well done for Bassey there, though, to get that out.
we've got Kent playing centre forward and Alfie playing left wing. What have we done? What's happening with this team? Hey, Barker on last half hour.
I'll correct you. He says someone like Barker.
I didn't hear it from this time. I'm not having that. Are you, in the tighter games, Barry, I've said it, but top of the group, boys.
So that's what? How many subs we made now? 4. Tav,
Yeah.
Alfie, Kent, Barker. No, 5. We've used a 5. Forgot about Barker.
Have ball in. Oh, defenders mess it up. Alfie shouting for a penalty. For a handball, I presume. But in the meantime, Aribo's driving forward again. Kent. They come the step overs, you know what's happening. He's went for acceleration. Oh, unlucky. And right back into defensive shape as soon as we leave the ball. Brilliant.
McLaughlin's
Calvin's all day, you're not getting to that, son. Oh, I thought there was a wee misunderstanding there, but it's worked out well. Lovely. Well played, man. Well played, boy. Let it run. Okay. Well, I think in the knockout stage, George, yeah. So after this round, VAR's in play. That'll make for some interesting on-stream watch-along moments. That.
Oh yes.
His arm picks off. His arm picks off. Anyway.
Another chance there for Lech, but their player just inside the box. Bad touch, it just drops straight to Goldson, who rattled it away.
And does Hollander get back? And he doesn't for me. He does not for me. Balogun, Goldson, my number one pairings right now. It'll be interesting to see if/when Lander gets his chances again.
I think the way Hollander gets back in right now is like the only way he gets back in for me right now is if we need Bassett to play left back and like something happens that we need Goldson or Balogun to come off.
Good play.
How do you think we'd get on with it, Goldson, for a game or two? I think we'd be fine with it. obviously there's a lot that he brings to the team outside of just playing.
Yeah,
Like,
I think we've got a lot. I think, to be honest, Hollanda and Balogun are every bit as good, if not better, than Goldson defensively. But what Goldson offers going forward, none of the other boys have got, is the long pinged passes, and no
yeah,
one can do that like Goldson does that in our team, and it's so important to the way we play.
yep.
How many times have we seen?
It's not even just that though as well. It's like you've got Goldson that can sit back and ping the long passes, but you've got Balogun that's not afraid to like drive at people as well. So it's like, ooh, Barker, by the way.
We cross in, or
Unlucky
unlucky.
Tav.
Tav not shy for the right back position up at centre forward,
Nope.
trying to head balls in again. I loved Katic, mate. Before his injury, he was my favourite centre back by far. But I think Goldson, etc., have all upped their game massively. So it'll be interesting to see if Goldson can, Goldson, Katic can try and find a way back in.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing though, man. It's just so hard to find a way into that team right now. You know what I mean? Like everyone's playing fantastic.
I've not Daniel. No, I went on it yesterday, and it was when all the update thing wasn't competitive, wasn't a thing. So I was just like, mate, I don't even know what
The
this
new
is.
season started today.
So I need to play all my ranked teams and that again.
10 placements. Yep.
Was a long shot. No trouble.
Curry, I don't think we'll lose really too many. I don't think we'll really lose any key players in January. I think it will more be summer that's the issue.
Zero. The only players that might
The only
go
players we'll lose in January, I think, are Fridge and Jones, but I'm happy to see the back of them.
is possibly Fridge, Jones, Greg Stewart, etc. No one that usually gets regular first team action will go in January, no matter the price offer. No, genuinely, even if we got like a 40 million offer for Alfie, like no one will go January. The board know that. They know what everyone, the squad's playing bet. Like there'll be no one going out.
Like, I want Jones and Fridge to go just because of the stunt that they pulled, but it's not even that they never will, Curry. It's that they just flat out don't deserve to.
Foul Ellerby? What? I was having a laugh about it. Now he's going linesman. Are you sure? And 3 minutes added on. I know we usually get a couple of questions about that. We've got 3 minutes added on as it stands right now. I think the Champions League next season nobody will want. Right now, by the way, we're certainly on form as a Champions League team. I think that's hard to argue against.
I mean, a team like Benfica that arguably belongs in the Champions League, and we should have beat them in both games, you know what I mean? Alfie, we slip in the box there.
Not sure, but just not touch on us a while. We're at 220 viewers. Big, huge thanks to everybody that's been in, hanging out while you've been
Fantastic
talking
link-up
away.
play here.
Like the stream, share the stream no matter what it is. Appreciate you all been in here, but subscribing as well helps out the channel. It's totally free to do so. We do plenty of other videos, etc. Just so that you don't miss it. And our goal now is we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so very appreciated everyone subscribing if you haven't done so already. Champions League for it. Champions League, full fans, group stage. Imagine it. It's
Mate,
so empty. No doubt we'll still have a few tough qualifiers to play, but no reason why if the team can keep that form right through, we don't breeze through Champions League qualifiers. Yeah. I know you are, John. Appreciate it, bud.
No, Albion, there's no auto qualification. First in the league goes into, what was it, second round of qualifiers, or was it third? And then second goes into either second or first.
Presuming we win the league, we will need to win 3 games to get in the Champions League. If we somehow come second in the league, we need to win 4 games to get in the Champions League. That's how it goes.
Yep.
30 seconds left, winding down. I
Yeah.
think I don't ask a big question for me and Dallas's. I think it's definitely Itten man of the match for us.
100%.
For those that have watched it as well, what we saying? Are you going for Itten man of the match, or are you thinking anyone else stood out more today?
Can't really argue with it, and you know what I mean?
After shooting chance, can we Barker? And the rest just picked the entity. Oh, that's miserably there. 2-0.
2-0. Itten man of the match, 100%.
Just about £1 million in the bank. Easier game next round. What a time to be a bear.
Yep. Now it's just Monday we find out who we play.
We're done. Yep. For us as well, we will be doing a watch along for the Europa League game Monday, midday, 12 PM. We'll have a chat about some other games, do some other, so it'll be different. It won't just be pure, it'll be the Rangers based. We'll have a talk about some other teams and that as well. Bit different, we'll see how that goes on Monday. You like doing it, yep. Jason as well, yep. Cheers chat. Awesome.
Aye. Group winners, comfortable game again, even with technically our B team. So that's one of those ones. Like, I mean, that's the thing though. That's a team that's still probably better than any team in the SPL right now, and that's our B team. So we'll take it.
Barker, man.
This is some goal for Itten, man.
We discussed Itten's goal earlier. In depth, even made some goal. Uses Hadji's run as a decoy. Totally serves them with a dummy keeper. It didn't matter if there was 2 keepers in goal. They were only saving that. Brilliant goal.
Other keeper wouldn't have had anywhere to go anyway. It was literally just smashed by him near post.
That is going to be us for this stream. Big thanks to Dallas for helping us out as well. His socials are above his head there. But again, we are happily sponsored by OneFootball for this stream. So once again, we're going to play a little pre-recorded video, but that is going to be us for the stream. Thank you all once again for tuning in to this stream. Look at that. I remember I said tuning in, not tuning out. This time I'm learning. It only took me about 40 live streams. But cheers everybody. We'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.
Today's video is indeed sponsored by OneFootball, which is a totally free football app, and I'm going to go through some of the reasons that might be beneficial to you. Now, I'll cater to Rangers as that is the majority of my viewers on this channel, but it's not only Rangers you can do this with. There's so many teams, they do so many leagues across the world where you can go in, see so many in-depth statistics, transfers, squad updates, news, everything like that. So for further example, once you click on a team that you're interested in, of course we'll use Rangers here, you can go on, you can scroll through and you've got a lot of different news articles and different updates on Rangers, but you can also go further in depth. You can go through each league and look at the table like the SPL, which is looking pretty good right now. You can go through and see how many crosses we've put in, how many blocks. It's so many stats that you wouldn't necessarily think of, but it'd be cool to know. There's so many notifications that you can set up as well, which will come straight to your phone. For example, if it's a Rangers goal because you're out and about and can't catch the game, or you want to know what the Rangers lineup is, all that stuff is in with the app. And once again, it's totally free. The download link will be the top line